Hi, today I wanted to do a haul video. I've not done one of these for a long time, mostly because I don't tend to buy that much anymore, but whilst I was off work I had opportunity to have a look online and pick up a few things, so I wanted to share those today. The first thing, which a lot of people have already, I'm quite late to the game here, I picked up some of the Dylusions paints. I was a little unsure about getting these because they were sold as a semi-opaque, and I was really looking for something bright that was opaque. These are definitely bright. I've got 4 colours from the range. So this one is the bubblegum pink. This is the fresh lime. This one is lemon zest. And the last one is the squeezed orange. And I will say, although they are sold as a semi-opaque, I found them to be pretty opaque. They are definitely nearer to an opaque finish than a translucent finish. So there was no problem with them being too weak in pigment when I was using them. So I have used the fresh lime already, and I've tested them all out and they're all pretty much the same. The next thing, I picked up a die. This is from My Favourite Things, and this is the Polaroids, and I believe they do a single die also that's a bigger one. I'm not 100% sure about that. I think I've seen it though. So this one is called Precious Polaroids. Okay. Then most of the other things I got were stencils. I tried, these are memory box stencils, which are new to me. I have a lot of stencils, but I don't have any by memory box. So this one is called Garden Fronds, and I just took this one out of the packet so you can see what they are like if you've also not used these ones before. So they have a little tab on them, and there's a punched hole, so I'm assuming you could hang these from a book ring or something similar for storage. And this one here is just called Stems, I think, and that's what it looks like. Then I have a few Crafters Workshop stencils. These are ones that I've had in my wish list for a while. This one is the Mini Nautilus, which I did get these with summer in mind, but summer's clearly at an end. I'm sure they'll come in for other things though. I just really liked the effect of this one, and I think that one will work really well with texture paste or modelling paste. And then this one, which has the starfish and shells and a seahorse. This one is called Mini Sea Creatures. Okay. Then this one I thought would be really useful for autumn and winter, with pine cones again. I think these would look really well with texture paste through them. This one's called Mini Pine Cones. And I usually tend to buy the 6x6 versions of these. I do have some 12x12s, but I tend to get more use out of the 6x6 size. This is another one called Mini Parasols. So I quite liked the pattern there. Reminds me of orange segments. And again, this is a Crafters Workshop. This is Mini Labyrinth. This one is Mini Beaded Curtain. And this one, I've had my eye on this for a long time, and I haven't bought it until now because I have the mini tile texture, which is very similar except it's little square shapes. So I was in two minds whether to get it, but I've seen a lot of people use it and I really like the effect, and I use the mini tile texture a lot, so I figured I'd get a lot of use out of this one also. And this one, again, it's not a new one, and I was put off getting this one again because, not because I have something similar, I don't, but because I often use jar lids and things to create these circles on pages, so I wouldn't get use out of it with ink because I'd probably prefer to dip a jar lid in paint. But for texture paste, you know, I can't create that look with a jar lid, so I gave in and got it. And this is the mini coffee splotch. And lastly, this one is just clouds, and it's called Mini Clouds, appropriately. So they were the Crafters Workshop, and then this one here is by Andy Skinner, and I just really liked the pattern. This is a larger one, it's 8x8, but you could use different sections of this, you know, if you only work on cards or small surfaces, you could definitely just use sections of it. And this one's called Tornado. Then I bought a Paper Artsy one. This is one of their stamps, and it's a stamp I've had for years actually. The stamp is quite a lot smaller, and I get a lot of use out of it. And I don't have anything with numbers on that's a stencil, so I did get this one. And I think the Paper Artsy ones only have numbers. So this is PS021. I don't see a name. No, I can't see a name on that one. And this is an I-Stencils. Again, this is quite a large one. I think this is 8x8. And it's just some drips and splatters, which I got with texture paste in mind. Again. Then this is a Prima one. And this is a 6x12. I know that Prima don't have... Oh, this one has got a name. Usually Prima products don't have a name on them, but this one's called Circles. Usually it's just an item number, which in this case is 980429. And it shows on the back some others in the range, but this is the one I liked. The only thing I didn't know when I bought it, and I'll just point this out in case anybody else wants to buy it, is the rays are actually only attached by a tab in a few places, so there is a small gap between some of the rays, and I was thinking it was you know, these were attached to the main part of the plastic. So I'm just pointing that out. It's on all of them. I'm not sure whether you're supposed to, you know, break those tabs and take it off or use it as it is, but that's how it has been manufactured. Then I picked up, I know this is a lot of stencils, but I do use them. A few Tim Holtz. I only have 2 Tim Holtz stencils actually, because well, I just haven't picked them up. As I say, I've got quite a lot of stencils already, and now even more obviously, but I probably won't be shopping for anything again this year apart from top-ups. So this is the wood grain. I didn't have anything at all like that, and I did find myself looking for a wood grain texture not too long ago, so that was the reason I got that one. I picked up the bricks. I do have the Crafters Workshop one, and I was looking for one with smaller bricks so that it would look better on a smaller surface, and I wasn't sure whether this one did or not, but it actually does. So if you're looking for something that has a smaller brick size than the Crafters Workshop, then this one is worth looking at. And then I got the lace, and this one is Flourish. Then there are just 2 more stencils. This one is a Sheena Douglas stencil, and Again, this was something I was looking for, not exactly like this, but this is the closest that I could find for an idea for a journal page that I had, so you'll probably see this one sooner or later on a video. And this one here I've actually already used, and I've used this in a YouTube video which will be on my channel shortly. This is an 8x8. I should have mentioned this one is 7x7, so slightly smaller, and this has just got different landscape elements. There's a path and hills, mountains, things like that, and I guess that could be used as a world or a moon, whichever you wanted. Then I have some stamps. I've got two from Darkroom Door. This is a tag stamp, and again it's actually called shipping tags. I have actually used this one already, and this will be on a YouTube video coming up. And this one is a jar, and it's called Mason Jar, and that's what it looks like on the reverse. Okay, then I have a couple from Stampendous. This is called Snowbird, and it's a stamp I was looking for last year, and I searched all over and everywhere was sold out, so I've managed to pick it up, and hopefully I'll be able to use that one this year. And this was another Christmas style stamp. I'm not sure of the name of this one. This one's called Santa Hat Owl. Then this is by Stampendous also, so there's flowers and a jar with the stems in already, and a little, looks like a fish bowl that you can use, obviously both of those for the vase, and a butterfly. And that set is called Build a Bouquet. This one and this one here are from the same kind of range. This one, let me see what this is. This is called Wired. So there's the wire frame and what looks like sequin waist in a circle, and then like a wire mesh texture. And then this one here is Mishmash, it's called. And again, just different textures. I really liked this one. This was what I bought it for, really. But I'll use all of them. Then the last ones. This one is by Inkadinkado, and it is all spider webs, so very Halloween appropriate. So I really like that one because I didn't have, apart from the Tim Holtz spiderweb set, which is pretty large, I didn't have any spider webs, and that's quite a decent sized spider as well. I'm just looking for a name. Spider webs. And there's an example. I'm not sure whether the camera's picking that up, but yeah. An example of how to use it. I think that's on a glass. And the last two things are paper Artsy stamp sets. I'm really enjoying using these at the moment. I don't have that many of them, so I picked up a couple more. I find they're a little bit expensive for the number of stamps you get, but I guess that's because they're cling mounted already, and they are really good quality, so it is it's worth the money if you know you're going to use them a lot. So this one is Joffrey 32, and I'll just show you the back of those. So they are, you know, you can see the etching there is really, it's really deeply etched, and I've never had any issues with paper Artsy stamps, and I've got quite a lot of them. And this one is Joffrey 11, so there's some sentiments on there, But I got it for the flowers and the butterfly really, more than the sentiments. And that's everything. So there probably won't be another haul for a good while. As I say, I don't buy that much, certainly all at once, one go, anymore, because I have more than enough stuff to use. But I did treat myself to some stencils and stamps over the summer whilst I was off work. So thanks for watching. If you've got any questions about products or where I've got them or anything like that, I'll try and put the retailers, I only use 2 retailers, I'll try and put those in the video description, and if you've got any other questions I'll be more than happy to answer them if I can. Okay, thanks for watching, bye.